Hello, everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in to my channel. Today, I wanted to come to you with a video talking about crown breakage. Now, I know some of you are familiar with crown breakage, but crown breakage and some might not be. So, crown breakage is where you experience breaking of your natural hair in the crown area of your head, and you're not exactly sure why or what it is that could be causing it. So I just wanted to come on and share with you some of the experiences that I went through having this and some of the obstacles and that it can be a thing of the past. So before, if you're thinking about cutting your hair, please put the scissors down, hear this video first, and then if you feel that you want to do it afterwards, then I can't stop you. So let's get started. Okay, so we want to know crown breakage. What causes it? It is so many things that can cause crown breakage. I jot down a few things that I could think of myself that could cause crown breakage, and I just wanted to tell you what those things were and hope and maybe share, maybe that would help you. Okay, I put down what causes the crown breakage. Okay, tugging and pulling the hair. Okay, up in the top part of our hair, sometimes we kind of like can get carried away when we're styling our hair to where we're not noticing that we're actually damaging that as we tugging and pulling and pinning and all that good stuff. So we kind of want to try to make ourselves more alert and aware that that hair up there is very sensitive and that it can shed out. Now you got some people don't even experience these problems, but then again you have some people that does. Okay, another, I thought of something else. So I want to make sure I added number two, lack of moisturizing. Okay, now that could be so easily done. I know you said, wait a minute, but I do this and I do that. I just spray my hair with water and I did this and I did that. But you know what? I believe that's where my problem was because the way I would do my hair when I'm moisturizing it, I could have been missing that area. So all up and through here, I had like breakage all up into. Now, some of it, I don't know if you could still see, it's kind of short. Um, I'm not exactly sure, but I tried to, keep that hair braided into these braids. That was another reason why I went on ahead and I put my hair into these braids because I wanted to make sure that I was moisturizing my hair as well as I'm reaching all of it, because if I feel that if the scalp is exposed where I could really see what I'm doing, then I'm doing something. So I've noticed that once I take these braids down, and it seems like that hair is trying to grow back. Now, this is some hair that I'm not exactly sure if it's new hair or old hair, but it's just hair that's outside of the braid. Now, I know when I braided my hair, I braided every piece of hair into that braid, but for some reason, that's standing on the outside of the braid. So I'm thinking that that could be new hair. So I'm really hoping that's what it is. Okay, but moving right along, lack of moisturizing with number two. Okay, number three is tight ponytails, wearing tight buns in our hair. Now, a lot of times we want to make sure that that ponytail is a-okay, is on point, and it's just the bomb.com. But we got to realize too, we could be hurting our hair up underneath that, and that it just, is not the thing to do. You really don't need a ponytail so tight to where you feel your brains is being squeezed. Okay, that's what I says. Okay, if you feel like your brain, if it feels as if your brain is being squeezed, then it's too tight. You do not need to wear a ponytail that tight. But I know I used to love wearing my tight ponytail because it just, especially when I had relaxed hair, it just felt like it ain't right if it ain't tight. It was just the thing. It ain't right if it ain't tight. Ooh, that rhyme. All right. But anyways, that was my motto back then when I had a perm. Okay, now having my natural hair, I want it loose as possible. Some reason now I would rather have. It would be great to just be able to have a messy bun one day. Just throw it up in my hair and just leave it and forget it. Okay. Next thing, definitely when it come down to these ponytails and buns and everything, is the hairpins that we're using. Now, I also think that is back in the day when I first went natural, I was doing a lot of protective styles. Okay, I was using hairpins that was not of a good quality. Okay, and that was causing a lot of breakage all over my head. Okay, so we want to make sure that the bobby pins and hairpins that we use that have those little balls on them that is where it won't snag and tug and pull your hair. If you put that thing in your hair and it's snagging and tugging, please remove it, okay? Before it remove your hair. So you want to make sure that your bobby pins and hair pins is on point, okay? Make sure the little round balls is there. If the little round balls on the end of those pins are not there, don't use it. Okay, my next thing, number 5, is a lot of the times the crown area is more sensitive. It gets more drier because why? It's in the area of that sun. Sometimes the sun just beaming down on that hair, and a lot of times, the crown area of your hair it can be of a different texture, which means you're going to need to do a little bit more TLC with that part. Okay, instead of just adding it all into with the rest of the hair, thinking you done did something, you need to separate it all by itself and take care of it by itself. And that is where I came up with the parting system that I do now. I used to do 4 parts, two braids two parts in the front and two in the back. It's 5 parts now. It's where I'll have a round portion that's up here that exactly for this crown area, and then I'll have the two parts on the side and the 2 parts on the back. That way you are exactly giving your crown area the TLC that it needs. Okay. So that's another thing that I start doing when it comes down to deep conditioning, when it comes down to moisturizing, when it comes down to sealing the ends, when it comes down to doing anything that you got to apply product, or especially when it comes to moisturizing, even massage it by itself. Okay. Like if you like to give yourself hair scalp massages, massage the crown area by itself. Do everything with that crown area by itself, because that way you are focusing on that area and that area only, no other area. They either had their turn or they got to wait their turn. Okay, whichever one you want to do first. If you want to do the crown area first or the other sections of your head first, however you want to do it, but just make sure that that crown area has its own part, its own portion. Okay, and that's right up in the top of your head. Just draw a round circle and boom, that's it. Because now I found out that with me experiencing that, um, I was doing a lot of the 4 part sectioning because I 4 part section my hair for everything. Okay. So I believe that that was mine. I also believe that I wasn't moisturizing properly. And I also know I wasn't really eating all that properly too, because eating also has a big, 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 big part of what you eat and how it affects your hair. Now, just think if you're not eating properly, um, if it's affecting your hair, just think about what it's doing with the rest of your body. Okay, if your hair is noticing you seeing shedding and all this, and if you're experiencing a lot of shedding, with your hair, it could be your diet is not all that great. Okay, maybe you need to add like a good multivitamin that you can take that will substitute for like times where you can't really eat properly like you want to. Sometimes that happens. I mean, it happens, okay? So, yeah, you want to make sure you eat properly and definitely drink a lot of water. I know a lot of us do not like drinking water, okay? But it's something that your body needs and we have to drink it. Number 6 is genetic thinning. Now, I have a friend that has uh, what they call genetic thinning, and it's like the size of their hair it'll grow in and then it can come back out. So maybe it's something you need to probably check to see if maybe grandma or grandpa or someone in the family experienced this where their hair was thinning in the top. All right, and if that's the case, then if it's genetic, then I mean, hey, let's just hope that you can find a solution for that, but I'm not exactly sure. It also can be a medical reason why your hair is thinning, or just breaking off at all. Just it could be a thyroid problem, but I know that thyroid issues can definitely do that to you. Um, you want to go and make sure that your thyroid is working properly. So you want to go get yourself checked out by a physician, and they could run maybe some type of test to make sure that is working properly. Because if your thyroid is not working properly, one of the symptoms is that your hair will shed. Schedule an appointment and let's get our iron and our thyroids checked to make sure, if these things are working properly. So those are the few things that I've had, guys, and I hope that some of these things will make you think first. Like I said, you don't have to get a pair of scissors and cut your hair, but if that's something that you want to do, then that's fine. But what I would do first, before I did, even thought about a pair of scissors, I just took my hair and put it into a low manipulation style. That way I don't have to really be doing too much with my hair, as well as there's great protective styles out there also. But please don't forget, when we get these protective styles, that our hair still need to be moisturized and taken care of up underneath those styles, okay? So yeah, I hope that these things did help you guys. I wanted to come, and I hope to that viewer that was watching one of my videos and asked that question, I hope that you see this video and that it help you. If it is helpful to anyone, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my informative videos that I will have coming in the near future. But I'm going to wish all of y'all a blessed, wonderful day. I thank y'all so much for watching. I do apologize if I was on a slow hiatus. I have some things that's coming up that is very exciting, and I'm getting prepared for them. And it's just, I've got to do what I got to do. So I want to thank y'all so much for sticking in with me. I'm going to try my best to bring some videos to you guys every Thursday. I want to try to make an effort to at least bring some videos to you guys every Thursday. And if there's any type of questions or any video ideas that you guys might have, please share them with me. Message me here on YouTube, or even hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. I also have Snapchat. I will have that information of all of my social media platforms in the description box. Check them out. Subscribe, follow, like, rate, whatever way you get to them. Okay, so I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I wish you all a blessed, wonderful day. Keep God number one in your heart, your soul, and your mind. Sometimes things get tough. Sometimes they get rough. But he's the one who see you through all of that stuff. So until the next vid, guys, wish you a blessed one. Bye.